Okay, I think I'm live here. Just trying to use this GoPro. I did a little test run earlier, but I can't really see a preview right now. Okay, view your stream. Maybe I could see it on... Okay, I got chat there now. Anyway, Happy New Year. Just gonna get a fire going here. Hey Rich, how's it going? Hey Lee. Yeah, I've been streaming with my kind of laptop here, but it's super inconvenient to like move it around and stuff. So I was talking to Lee yesterday on his stream, and he mentioned going on the GoPro. So I can't really show you, but anyway, I got a GoPro going. I'm just using the GoPro app, so it goes through the app on my phone to YouTube. So I've been trying to like figure out a way to do the stream when I get this oil burner going. So I think this will work. Hopefully it'll work on cellular. I'm not sure. Hey Bigfoot, welcome in. Scorpion buddy, cheers. There's definitely more of a lag between the YouTube and the phone here, so I'm just gonna get I use my phone to stream the vertical format. Yeah, I've heard that as well, but actually, sorry, it's a bit clumsy here. It's hard to move the camera and like see what's going on. My display's not showing up here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get a fire going. I made up this part, so I'm gonna cast this flange today because I got this little blower I want to try out as well for the burner. So I got this. I'm gonna cast this little part here, and then be able to screw it on. And then I got this shop vac hose just to go into the blower, so I'll just be able to put that in there and use a set screw or something to lock it into place. So I want to try this blower out. And I got this blower as the backup. which works pretty good. But let's get the fire going here. I got a bit of fat wood I use to start it. Look at that. Ooh, dripping. Yeah, I decided to just come on a little early. I know other guys will be live later, so I just wanted to kind of try this out. GoPro looks good though. Does it? Oh God. Does it pick up the sound of your door? Oh, maybe. That's another thing I think if I'm gonna go down this route is probably get a mic, you know. I got it plugged into an external battery, so the batteries don't last very long. I don't know what. Oh. I did my kindling already. It's got a bit of cedar to start. Hey Adam, feeling any better today, buddy? Yeah, I gotta get used to this lag. It's I got the app going, but I can't see, like, it'd be nice if I had a preview of what it was recording on the phone. The display is not like, unless there was a setting that I can just leave that display on all the time. I'll have to look into that because it makes trying to position this thing a bit tough. Oh, I gotta touch the back of the back display and the front one comes on. But it only stays on for a couple minutes or so. Something happened there. I lost the connection there. I think it's back. Running two devices will lag, yeah. I'm just not sure how, like, the GoPro app seems to be pretty good. But I haven't used it, so this is kind of a test run. And like, my Wi-Fi's not too bad where I'm at right now, but when I go over to my buddy's place there, he's on like 5 acres, so we're kind of far away from the house. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have any Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. Yeah, so kind of I guess the reason I'm trying to get this burner going, I got a my bench. I got an order for 20 of my chainsaw vices. So I've been going into production here. I want to get a bunch of like rims melted down, have decent ingots, and then when I go to pour these, I'm going to try and pour like maybe 30 at once. So just have them all set up, like 30 of them, and just pour. But I've been kind of testing out. I got my logo put in the bottom now. So when I'm selling these, I'll be like, you know, advertising my channel at the same time. So I've been playing around with that. And so I got a bunch of parts cut. Man, that display is annoying. I got a bunch of parts cut. So I just go through, cut them. They come out off the CNC like that, right? But I've been cutting all this with the same bit, so I don't have to change bits. So I go through, cut this, and cut this, and then I sand these down, get them a little smoother, and then I see if I can get a shot of the table. So then I just got this jig set up. Man, that's annoying. Okay. Once they're sanded, I just have this cut as a way to position them, so I can drop them all in at the same time, and then do my logo, and then pop them out, stick another one in. Although this one I pop them in like that, and I can get them out of there. But yeah, it's a bit of work making them, so I'm trying to get as efficient as possible. Yeah, Rich, it's actually a plasma table. You see that? It's the Langmuir Systems. So it's set up for is made for plasma, so the gantry and stuff's not real like rigid. So I end up fabric-cobbling a little bracket to mount the spindle on, just to be able to, because it does have like a torch height controller, so I'm able to use it with a router not a lot of travel, but enough for what I want to do. And then so I just got it set up as a foam cutting machine right now. Yeah, I remember you showed me a couple pictures of that. I was looking at getting like a proper like a CNC router for wood and stuff. It'd be more rigid, but I end up getting like such a good deal on this, I couldn't pass it up. So I didn't use it for plasma because I got this this 2x2. It's the original Langmuir Crossfire. I just store my saw on top of it when I'm not using it. But it's a 2x2 table, so. And then I just got my Hypertherm and stuff here. When I want to use it, I can just wheel this cart out, hook everything up, and cut. Shop Cam software does it. Shop Cam. I use Vectric 8x12 wire jet. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I got the 45 XP. That's plenty for what I'm doing. I think it will like cut, 5/8 pretty good, and like sever up to an inch, so which I'll never do anyway. I think the heaviest I've cut on it is 3/8. So that's like some 3/8 making some brackets for a guy, but that's the heaviest I'm ever going to cut. So yeah, I seen you were showing me some pictures, and you were showing me some pictures. Where were we hanging out? Was it whose stream was that? Edge or Woody's stream maybe one night. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the furnace going there, and try and make this little adapter. Let's get it turned on. Actually, I can bring you. Let's see if I can bring you over there. Yeah, I gotta see if there's a setting for this camera to keep that front display on. This little electric furnace is great for stuff like this, little one-off parts. Great for doing one-off parts. Is not very good for doing like production work. Find some metal. I got this little chunk of sprue we can do. Find a way to lower that in there. Before it gets hot. Then I got my piece of wire. I'll just leave it sticking out so I can keep an eye on it from the bench there. I guess another thing about this, I can't see the chat. I dropped some links. Yeah, Woody's. Yeah, exactly. My work videos are private. Yeah, no, that's cool stuff, man. Like 1/2-inch stainless. Wow, I didn't realize it was that heavy. Beer and melter. Beer can melter. Oh, beer can. No, our cans are worth 10 cents each up here. So we got to pay a deposit on them. They want them back. So actually, I just brought back like 7 or 8 bags the other day and got like 120 bucks for them. So, but the sculpture was a big girl, 8.5 tons. Yeah. I'm just a hobby guy. So I worked as a land surveyor most of my life, and now I'm doing arborist work. So it's kind of funny to I was working for a company, and we were doing a lot of basically landslide monitoring. So we do a lot of custom brackets for our gear and that. So that's kind of where I got into this plasma machine, was prototyping stuff. Here's I don't know if you can see it. Like this here tripod. I converted it into a lamp, but is designed as a sensor. We'd have our sensor up in that enclosure up there, and then we could use a drone to fly it into remote spots and drop it off. So that's kind of what I got into. But gonna get this thing set up here. Actually, it's so small, it's not gonna take much metal. I think I'll grab something else and put them together. Yeah, that's wild. I got one of these slingshots ready to go too, so I'll do a single pour and pour both of these pieces at the same time. Yeah, I got some water jet parts. We used to get some cut. They're pretty good. I don't know if the operator... We ended up switching over. We found like a CNC shop. We used to get a water jet. I don't know if I got it in here. I used to get them water jet, but these were water jet, I believe. Yeah, for sure. Pretty good. But we end up switching to a CNC shop later because there was the guys with the water jet wouldn't like tap the holes and stuff that we needed. So I'm just gonna grab a. Actually, we can. I wonder how far I can get from the. I could put my phone in my pocket, maybe walk around. Oh, trying to get this door open. Mind your ears. Ah. Actually, I think I'm at. Oh. Yeah, no, it's right. And score this one. Yeah, so I can't see the chat right now because I'm away from my laptop, but oop. Just dry sand. I gotta grab some more. On your ears. Just need a can now to put there. And that's it. It's ready to pour. And just once that crucible is full, I'll just dump it in there and it'll flow down. Too easy. The sand stinks, so I've been keeping some in my shop just to keep it from freezing. But I definitely need to keep a lid on it because it just smells so bad. Mind your ears, and close the door again. Fire's cooking. It's not working. Can't see anything but a big bus. Pot and pan chimes. Transitions, fired elbows, and hoppers. Sheet lightning? Okay. Yeah, Mikey, I'm streaming on my GoPro here now, so I can't see the chat. But I think it's better video, and it's easier to move around the GoPro than the laptop, right? Because before I was like, I can detach the screen like that and bring it around, but it's kind of annoying. So I couldn't read the chat, so I'm just trying to catch up there. Yeah, I'm gonna do Mikey, I got a little I made a little adapter, so I'm casting a 1/2 inch ring here that I can bolt onto this that'll accept this hose, and I'll be able to just set screw it in there. I want to try using this blower for the oil burner. So I'm not sure if it makes enough air, but it could be good. I'm gonna try it anyway. And I got this guy as a backup. So let me see you get caught up here. You have to melt the way the foams. Yeah, so I got this. So basically you bury the foam in the sand like this. So this one's poured just out of the sand. You have your can here, and then just have a little runner going up to the surface of the sand. And when you pour the metal in the can, it burns away the foam as it goes down through it. And then, so you just use like dry sand, vibrate it in so it's nice and compact. And yeah, you get like this result, which is kind of wild. Yeah, there's a little plaster coating on it that I use a little plaster. So this is only a single dip on this one right now. I'll do another coating, and that plaster gets into all the little details and just makes a nice finish. I mean, you could see you can even see the, you know, the router marks in the foam here. I sanded this too, like I sanded most of it out, but you still see it. But sweet. Yeah, so Mikey, I'm trying to figure out a way to live stream this right on, Adam. No worries, buddy. You take her easy. I'm trying to set up an option for live streaming when I get the burner going and melt all those rims. Because out at my buddy's property, it's kind of like we're probably gonna be too far from his house to be able to use Wi-Fi. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it there on cellular either, because it's kind of crappy service there as well. I don't know if you guys could see it. And just looking at the furnace, I can still see the little piece of wire sticking out, so it's not ready yet. Yeah, well, I'm so tempted just to do it in my backyard, because there's a bit of snow around. It's winter, there's no real risk of fire. Like I ran that thing, when was that? Kind of spring. My neighbor wasn't very impressed because I was like burning the paint off that drum and everything too, so it's like pretty brutal. I shouldn't have did it. But now that the paint and everything's burnt off there, it shouldn't be as bad. Plus it's cold, so nobody's like hanging outside with their windows open and stuff. But yeah, so I'm not sure. Let's see what the temperature is on that thing. It's getting there. Yeah, so I'm showing around. I've got a little production going of these, Mikey. That's kind of what I sold 20 of these to a guy in the States, and he's going to sell them on his website. So I'm trying to get a little production going and trying to, you know, get as efficient as I can at making them, because I'm selling them at a bit of a wholesale price. But he's going to do all the work after that, like shipping them and that kind of thing. So I just got to make them. I don't have to deal with anybody else. So that it's kind of a win. But the more efficient I can get at making these, then the more profit I'm gonna have. So I watched that video. Yeah, man, it cooked that rim pretty quick. And of course, I wasn't ready to make any ingots. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't really want to say anything too much yet because the guy, it hasn't. He don't have them yet, but he's got an arborist store, and he's got a pretty decently popular YouTube channel as well. So, but yeah, I think it's a really cool idea, and like if he thinks it's pretty cool too, so he's gonna like push him out there. He's the one that kind of told me to get my brand on there, you know, because he's gonna promote him and promote me at the same time. So, which is good. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot to turn down though. 5K. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, you know. Some stuff you just want to make it one off for sure. I'm thinking about doing like an Etsy store, but I've been kind of looking into Etsy and seen a lot of bad reviews and stuff, so I don't know if I want to go down that road either. But I think like these slingshots and stuff, like these excuse me, throwing axes are great fun. Yeah, just one of each. Yeah, for sure, right? But I got into making these little slingshots, or catapults, they call them across the pond. I mean, I can crank these out. I can crank these out pretty quick, so I'm thinking of like throwing them on Etsy and seeing how they do, but and potentially even like doing this is solid copper one, an aluminum bronze. Potentially even doing these, but I'm using Vetric Cut 2D. It's just a 2D program. They have like they have some 3D software as well. I'm not sure I could show you. Let me see if we can get you on here. Oh, I'm tied up. Oh. So this is the, let me, this is the software for the Langmuir's, the plasma cutter software. But actually, that's what I'm running the G code on, running the machine on. But I'm using this Cut 2D for drawing. Actually, so you can take in images and trace it. So this is another arborist guy. I'm making a guitar shaped base for the vise, because he's like into guitars, so I can do custom stuff like that. I was using Fusion a bit. I have used it. The free version used to be pretty decent, but they have a lot of limitations on it now. So you can't export DXF files. I think it's cloud-based too, and they only let you save so many projects, I think, on their server for the free version. Stuff like that, I don't know. Plus, I don't really, I currently don't really need the 3D stuff, but anyway, yeah, this is you have like a drawing view, so I can just say if I want to cut that. I need my mouse for this. Stuff like if I want to cut this shape out, it's pretty simple. Go to a toolpath, you can select the profile, set your parameters, right? Calculate. What's going on outside? Calculate. Of course, I'm getting an error now. Maybe that thing. Oh, I see. You got some open lines here. Okay, so if I want to cut that, then it gives you a preview. And you can, I don't know what's going on there. But it's a pretty good software for 2D stuff. Pretty inexpensive. I made a lighted base for it. Oh, nice. Oh, come on, reconnect then. Okay. Yeah, I lost the connection to the phone here. So, I think I'm back. I have a GoPro 11. I can't show it to you because it's yeah, GoPro 11, and then there's just this app on the app on the phone for connecting to the GoPro, and the app streams through YouTube. I tagged your link. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know why it's losing its connection. I'm gonna unplug. I was just using this battery pack because the GoPro batteries don't last very long. Hey Baz, what's up, buddy? I left my phone on the bench and walked over there, so maybe that's why it dropped off, but I'll take my phone with me. I can kind of see, I can see if it loses connection, but so we're getting there. We got about a half a pot, maybe. Need to get some more metal in there. So one thing I like about this wire is you can just feed it in the top. Melts pretty quick. I got a bucket of kind of crap here. I'll stick this in. That's gone. Putting in a bunch like that, it cools the temperature down pretty quick, so it's going to give it a minute to heat back up. It's taking it though. Don't mind my messy shop. Plug you back in. Oh yeah. That's clever. I didn't even think about that. Electromagnet and... Or is the electromagnet the base then? I was kind of thinking you had it inside the inside the hammer. You can stick it onto anything then. What's going on here? Sorry. She's getting warm now, yeah. Yeah, Rich was showing me some of his work videos. He does like crazy industrial welding and very artistic welding and stuff as well. Adam, yeah, I got a central vac. I got a central vac on the wall, so I don't like using like shop vacs because you turn them on and